If you've gone through the previous lessons, you already know this. Learning is not optional anymore, it's the engine behind your career value. In this lesson, we are going to connect everything we've discussed, the career equation, your career product, and the tools we use to learn into one cohesive system. This is where the Phoenix Learning System comes alive. It's how you take theory and turn it into your growth. I always start with one simple truth. Your career is a product, once again, and learning is how you improve that product over time. Everything I teach ties back to the career equation and the product pyramid, because these two models define how you increase your value, your opportunities, and ultimately your fulfillment. Your salary, your promotions, and your growth ultimately all come down to one thing: the difficulty of the problems that you solve and the quality of how you solve them. And that's what learning does. It expands your ability to solve bigger, harder, higher value problems faster, better, and with greater impact. In other words, learning is the process of compounding your product's value. Let's revisit the product pyramid quickly, because this is where your learning roadmap truly starts. There are three levels: problem solving, collaboration, and leadership. Problem solving is the foundation. This is where your journey begins. It's all about your ability to get things done. At this level, your learning focuses on three critical layers: your technical skills, so your hard skills, the tools and the systems that you use every day. Many professionals get stuck here though. They keep sharpening the same blade without realizing that technical ability alone won't take them further. Second one is execution, your personal effectiveness. How fast and precisely do you deliver results? Do you plan, prioritize, and automate smartly? And mental strength, your endurance, the ability to stay consistent, accountable, and resilient even when challenges pile up. This is where learning begins, but not where it ends though. Collaboration is the second layer, is the layer of growth. Once you've mastered individual execution, your next focus is learning how to work with others. Because the higher you rise, the less success depends on what you do and the more it depends on how you collaborate. Here you will develop communication, the ability to simplify complexity, tell stories with data, and make others understand your ideas better. And business partnership, working effectively across functions, resolving conflict, showing empathy, and finding shared solutions and influence. This layer transforms you from individual contributor to a connector, to a partner, someone that people trust and want to work with. And finally, the third level, leadership, the influence layer. At the top of the pyramid lies leadership. This is where you stop being valued for your output and start being valued for your impact through other people. You will focus on the following. First, influence, getting things done through people, not just effort. Team development, helping others grow, mentoring, coaching, and strategy and management, seeing the big picture, aligning teams and steering the direction. This is where learning shifts from technical to strategic, from doing something yourself to enabling other people to do. The product pyramid aligns perfectly with your career stages. Each stage requires a different learning focus, and understanding this is the key to building your learning roadmap. Stage 1, individual contributor. Here you work mostly independently, though never truly alone. Your learning goal is mastery of technical knowledge, problem-solving speed, and execution. You are proving reliability, building your credibility, and learning how to communicate effectively. Stage 2 is a manager. Now your challenges include people. Learning slows down because managing takes time, but it becomes more impactful. You learn leadership, communication, emotional intelligence, and how to deliver results through other people. This is where you build systems instead of just doing the work yourself. And finally, executive. At the top, your problems plateau in difficulty but multiply in scale. You're learning how to think strategically, lead other leaders, and design a culture. Your learning focus shifts to influence, vision, and refinement because your style becomes your legacy. It's all about that. I mentioned in the earlier lessons that in Phoenix your learning roadmap has two lenses, strategic and tactical. Strategic learning looks forward. It's tied to your long-term goals, the roles that you want next, the expertise that you want to master, and the type of problems you want to solve over a long period of time. This is where you make deliberate investments in your career capital, the skills, relationships, reputations, and systems that will serve you for years. Tactical learning focuses on now. It's about what your current role demands, the skills that you need to succeed today and prepare for your next step. This includes mastering your stage of the product pyramid and reinforcing your immediate impact. Both matter. Strategic learning builds the future version of you. Tactical learning keeps today's version effective, and balancing the two is how you grow sustainably. Now let's map this to 6-stage learning journey I will show you in this training. Each stage represents a psychological and professional evolution, how you grow from doing the work to leading and defining it. Stage 1, you are just starting out. You are proving that you can deliver. Your focus is primarily technical knowledge, mastering the basics, understanding the systems, and delivering reliably. This is your foundation. Stage 2, you start getting comfortable. You've got the hang of it. Now it's time to build speed, improve your execution, and strengthen your mental resilience. You start developing your communication skills. They will soon become your growth multiplier. Stage 3 is fighting impatience. This is the plateau stage. You are competent but feel stuck. Promotions may be delayed. Recognition feels overdue. This is where mental strength matters most and where you begin expanding beyond your comfort zone into communication and business partnership. These 3 stages neatly tie back to the individual contributor level, and they reset every time you change the role. Now we move to the 2 stages for managers level. Stage 4 is early leader, is your first leadership role, or any time that you move into leading a new team. It's exciting but also terrifying. Your focus is learning how to lead and establishing yourself as a leader. Not just manage tasks, but guide, support, and develop others. Then over time you move to stage 5, a leader. You are now established. Continue refining your communication and leadership style. Build resilience. People issues will test your patience and empathy every single day. And start defining your core expertise, what you want to be known for. And finally, stage 6, executive. At this stage, you scale yourself. You lead leaders, shape culture, and define direction. Learning becomes about strategic thinking, innovation, and refining your personal brand and your area of expertise. Everything we've discussed comes together in one thing, your development plan. This is where learning becomes leverage. We'll design your plan to be action-driven, based on doing, reflecting, and iterating. You will learn to track progress, identify different constraints, and focus on high-impact skills that align with your stage. But before we do that, we'll make sure that you have the foundation, the basics that make this system work. If you've already completed the Career as Product training, you will recognize many of these pieces. Your UVP, your career roadmap, your learning structure. You can skip ahead if you like. If you haven't, no worries. This course stands fully on its own. You'll get every tool, every walkthrough, and every exercise you need to design a powerful, personalized learning plan. Because in this system, learning isn't just a skill. It's a strategy for your lifelong career growth. But you can design it before you package your career as a product. In the next module, we'll start defining your unique value proposition, the foundation of every strong career product, and the key to directing your learning with clarity.